Excellent. Yeah, it's interesting because I like talking with people who are very entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurial is operating entrepreneurially with the backing and resources and guidance of your greater overall organization. It's what we did as non-commissioned officers. We were operating entrepreneurially, right?
Right.
But what we needed was that little bit of guidance, operational stuff from hire to be able to gain that valuable, say, template, process, things that are necessary in order to
Yep.
potentially mitigate failure. You know, a lot of people, and I'm an entrepreneur through and through. I failed a lot before in entrepreneurship, and a whole lot of other people understand what I'm talking about here.
Yep.
But in entrepreneurship, a whole lot of people like looking at us and saying, "Hey, you're a small business owner. You're not risk adverse." Whoa, pump the brakes. We're very risk averse. The whole idea is that we don't want to put ourselves into these risky situations. It is a great investment going to Arcadia Cognerati and checking out human behavioral analysis, being able to see how we can put these things into place, because it really is individual training. And every individual inside of that organization is an observer. And that observation is a chance to be able to take initiative in mitigating risk and mitigating failure. You're
Yep.
going to get more mission buy-in from your people.
And that's a great point, because it's all about that team development. We try to do, big picture. I tell an organization, like, hey, you want to be able to operate at the speed of trust, and they're like, okay, well, what is that? It's like that's we're so well rehearsed and trained in what we're going to do, and we have our policies and procedures, and we have our task organization, and we're all up to speed with the same commander's intent, right? Same mission in mind.
There
That
you go.
I don't need to, worry about what you're doing, Michael, right? Because you have your part. We just need to be able to have a common lexicon on how we articulate things and what we describe, and how it fits into the overall mission. And like I said, most organizations have really smart people working for them. It's just you have to have, like you said, that framework of, hey, this is how we're going to go forward. This is our plan. This is where each individual fits in that plan and that mission. And then once everyone understands that, it's like, okay, now we're all working, we're all paddling in the same direction. So
Absolutely. Yes. All right. I got to ask you a little bit of a let's call it a curveball, but it's not a
okay.
big one. What is the most recent book that you just got done reading?
I'm not quite done with it yet. I actually have it right here. In Search of Schrodinger's Cat. For any of
Oh
you
goodness, yes. Okay.
folks are into quantum mechanics, it's a great read. It takes a while to get through, but it's incredibly fascinating, and it makes me question everything I've ever thought. But
That's fantastic. I have a theory on this, on where
okay.
Schrodinger's cat is.
Okay.
Okay. If I call you and you put me on hold, and then I put you on hold, that space in between is where Schrodinger's cat is.
I like that. That's that's about the. If everyone listening or watching, if you haven't read it, that's pretty much what this few hundred pages is all about. That conversation, those three words what Mike just described was exactly what it is. I think that's perfect. I love
Excellent. Yeah. Oh, I love asking people what's the most recent read and all of that other good stuff. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. Leaders definitely need to be consummate students. You probably gained that insight when you're in the Marine Corps, I would imagine.
Yep.
Exactly. So those of us who are leaders that are out there, you cannot lead if you do not read. It's just something you have to be a consummate student. Folks, if you're checking out Brian Marren right now on LinkedIn, be sure to send him a connection request. Make sure that you got a note. Hey, I listened to you on the 5P podcast. Keep adding value to the world. Look, link up with them right now. Go to LinkedIn. Make sure that you're meshing with these folks. Build the relationship. Go to Arcadia Cognerati. All right, for those of you who are listening on the podcast, you can check out our show notes. For those of you who are checking out this YouTube video or any of our videos, be sure to check out the long form interview. When you join the 5P Inner Circle, we put all of these long form interviews in here.